Well, as you guys can see, I have some carb cleaner out and a lighter. Just had to do some fire bombs. I had a black widow that decided to make her nest inside of the underbelly of this lawnmower. And I believe she's down in here. I'm going to pull the bag off anyways, but I'm wearing gloves for good reasons right now. Egg sack's a little charred up and quite dicked. And it looks like we have some more insurgents in there. So let's go ahead and finish them off. You guys can see they are moving around. And I don't want these little fuckers to come back. So we'll handle them the proper way. I'm wetting them down so the flame won't make them fuck off. There we have it. Don't try that at home, kids, but I fucking hate black widows with a burning passion. Literally. Well, how about we get on with the video and enough horsecockery around. They're all dead now. I don't know how many of you guys have gotten this far with a lawnmower before, but it's very simple. You just got to take the blade off, and there's about usually 4 outlying bolts around, and the motor will literally just fall off. You know, guys, I used to love Tecumseh motors. Then I started working on them a lot, and I didn't really like them too much. They're not as easy. You can't get them ready as fast as you can of normal Briggs motor. Got our blade off. So we just gotta finish removing these perimeter bolts, which I'll probably might end up reusing them. One. And we have our piece of junk Tecumseh motor that has been removed. That's nice. Blade adapter came right off. I'm just going to set it back in here so I can brake control off. So in order to remove this, it's pretty simple. You have 2 little tangs right here. You go ahead and slide them through, and your control cable is off. I am going to try and reuse that, but for the moment, this thing's going to go on the side over here. Hopefully that'll go on. It should work. It is it's a Toro motor. Well, branded as a Toro motor, but it's just a normal Briggs & Stratton. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that thing over and do the same thing and remove the motor and blade off that. This thing's been pretty badly worn. It's off. And so there you guys have it. We now have a gaping hole in the mower. So what I'm going to do now is, this is a trash deck, but I am going to take the wheels off of it. I will not show that on camera. But I do have a few other parts that I will be taking off. But first, we'll go ahead and see if it'll even fit on that deck. Well, so unfortunately, the blade adapters I have are not the proper size, so I had to reuse the old blade and old adapter. But the bolt pattern lined up, and as I knew it would. So the only thing I might have to port from over there, if that cable on this one works, is the throttle control cable for the carburetor. Well, so what I got off this one, but as you guys can see, the blade brake control cable has been routed. I take you guys off the tripod, but my battery needs some charge to it. Now, as you guys can see, I did have to use a different size screw to get it to work on the side there. So now I just have to attach it on the handle. Now, the whole point of that little screw that holds the cable down is to make it so that you can actually move your cable back and forth. Now, I have it in the lowest position right now for engine speed, which I believe is the correct way on the carburetor. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen it up, pull the cable back just a hair to see if we can pull her back some. Tighten her back up. And there you have it. That's how you adjust one of these. They're really not all that hard to do. Now the next step on this mower is obviously our pull cord is facing the wrong direction. Well, I do have a spare that I have in the Horde that I will have to put a new pull cord in, because this one is riveted in at that angle that's pointing that way. We obviously don't want that because the motor is no longer mounted at that angle, and we need to get the pull cord up to the handle. Now, as you guys can see, there is a difference with this one. The pull cord is sitting out of the side instead of at the back like it is on this one. It is a simple fix. These are just pop rivets. You know, they're not that big of a deal to drill out. So if the need comes, I'll do the same thing and just drill out the pop rivets on that other one and reset it. But because I already have one of these on hand, I won't even worry about it. But before I install this, I'm going to go ahead and put a new pull cord on it because we have that problem. This is the original pull cord that was on that old Power Pro. And because this engine is just simply atrocious, I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick but careful pressure wash. Looks a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and let her dry a bit. So now the new starter recoil is complete. So now the new starter recoil is complete. And give her a start. So throw it on full choke. This is backwards. In fact, I might just X that out or something. Full choke. It idles beautifully too.